First time I became aware about being me was when, back in childhood, I discovered the need to hide from others. I'm not saying it as in becoming conscious of who I was or how important I was, but about knowing that I simply am. And also, this wasn't so much about concealing something specific from others, an object or an issue that troubled me, or about ghosting in some nook where they cannot find me. Just the urge to hide from anything and everything. How addictive it felt. Hiding became my lifetime mirror, let alone this everything else is blurred. Yet everything else can make a clean-cut sense when I keep it inside. Then that certain thing strips in my mind from any accident or draining consequence and bleeds an aurora borealis, like the play of lights across this island's lake. A nervous smile and a cough, give or take. That's what I was rehearsing in my mind after the reporter who hooked me up this morning left for a phone call to pick up her crew. I thought this would be a nice way to start an interview. It sounds intriguing and serious, like a guy who goes the distance of taking risks. What kind of risks, Mr. Kadik? The reporter would then ask in her mellow voice. A sad smirk from me. But give it time, okay? I can't remember the last time I had an interview. Maybe because it wasn't something special or big. The story that won me that Q&A was still at the beginning. Despite what others might think, I'm not, and have never been, into becoming popular or seasoning my name. I actually enjoy hiding. Low profile, less casualties. That's one of the reasons I came to live on this island all by myself. But it also had to do with the museum, I guess. I was about to dismiss that Times reporter. By the way, what takes her so long? But there was something in her attitude. No, it wasn't about her, as rude and cynical as this may sound. On her neck, as she flapped her hair, I could catch a glimpse of a scratch, looking like an I Ching hexagram. Good fortune if you stay on course. I thought she would say the hexagram like scratch, and her voice got all mixed up in my head. Yeah, her voice, mellow yet slightly dramatic with a nicotine tinge. A nicotine voice that seems to rest on a lion's roar. Nadia, the reporter reminded me of her. The past days, weeks, months were hard on me and on everyone. The flimsy peace is once again threatened. Terrorist attacks everywhere. My creation and the intellectual environment got out of control. As a matter of fact, Nadia had a point in preferring a lion's roar to a human's roar. In front of the latter, you don't stand a chance. It's as if reality itself had taken a powerful drug it can't wake up from. Not a synthetically obtained one, brimming with chemicals, but a homemade kitchen drug. Those are the most dangerous. Even here, off the continent, the tension is in the air. Nevertheless, people try to disguise it. They try to be reasonable. Someone has to. Let's do an interview, right? With whom? With the one who's in some way responsible for it. Well, people don't know that. Miss Reportress, just follow me. I'll show you the island. Like, not long ago I showed it to Nadia. Walking seems to me to be putting off the daily threats and situations one avoids to face. A globetrotter could cancel wars, could make them redundant, but will never be able to cancel his shadow, Kiana said. Now the reporter probably squints into her screen. She's irritated but keeps her composure. Am I to be blamed for other people's deviant minds? I despise guilt, because it's just not the way to tackle a problem. things aren't binary. They aren't about control or guilt. Actually, guilt and control are each other's shadow, and I was always interested in finding something that is full and round, godly, like the perfect hideout, and doesn't have the need to cast a shadow of itself. The complete artist is the one that doesn't need to divide himself into artworks. In the beginning, the Kiana thing was like that. The chain of Nadia's gaze upon me that morning, that can't be broken. In fact, I feel it once again clutching me, both brutally and motherly. As I walk now around the island again, I presented to her the island that night. Now I'm revisiting that moment. Is it weird to make a documentary of someone's past? During that walk, Nadia was unusually calm, boiling inside, far from my scrutiny.